So a bunch of you commented on our videos asking for a review of the Samsung Galaxy M35 5G. Well, guess what? Your wish is our command. I have put this phone through its paces, focusing on what matters the most: the camera, performance, and especially gaming, to help you decide if this is the best phone for you under 20,000 rupees. But first, if you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button and hit like for more tech goodness. Let's talk specs. This phone is powered by the Exynos 1380 chip. We tested the 8GB 128GB model, but it also comes in 6GB 128GB and 8GB 256GB options. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, it's an Exynos. How will this be any good for gaming? And why not Snapdragon? And these are all valid points and questions. But after using this phone for 2 weeks, I was pleasantly surprised. The M35 handles basic tasks like checking emails, browsing the web, texting, and watching videos smoothly. I didn't notice any lag or stutter. When it came to demanding games like BGMI, Call of Duty Mobile, and Genshin Impact, I'll be honest with you, it did really well. You can easily play BGMI at 60 FPS without noticeable lag, even after 30 minutes of gameplay. Plus, the phone didn't get warm, which is a big plus. The same goes for CODM. You can enjoy the game with minimal frame drops, maintaining a steady 55 to 60 FPS. Genshin Impact, however, is a different story. This game is one of the most graphically intensive titles out there, challenging even flagship phones. On the M35, it's playable at 60 FPS on low settings, but expected to drop to around 40 FPS during intense action. Impressively, the phone stayed at 38 to 40 degrees Celsius even after 30 minutes of Genshin. After playing Genshin for 30 minutes, the battery went from 43% to 34%. I'll talk about the battery life later in the video, but check out some of these benchmark results as well. The M35 scored around 6 lakh on Antutu, and in the CPU throttling test, the graph stayed mostly green, showing consistent performance. Geekbench gave it a 1013 single core and 2911 multi-core score. The phone also stayed cool throughout all these tests. No overheating issues here. Now let's talk about the camera setup. This phone has 3 cameras on the back with the 50 megapixel main lens with OIS, an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 2 megapixel macro lens. The main camera takes decent photos with good detail. Colors look natural, especially skin tones, but the photos look somewhat soft. You can also capture at 2x and the photos are fine. Portrait mode isn't its strong point. It sometimes struggles to accurately detect edges, as you can see in this picture. The ultra-wide camera matches the main camera's color pretty well. Even selfies from the 13 megapixel front camera snaps decent selfies. Both cameras can shoot 4K videos at 30 FPS. However, the video colors are a bit boosted. It's not a bad camera system overall, but with most phones at this price, the main camera will be doing most of the heavy lifting. Now let's move on to the another crucial aspect, battery life. This is where the Galaxy M35 truly shines. It packs a 6000 mAh battery, which easily gets me through a day and a half of regular use. Even with heavy usage, like when I'm constantly on my phone, it holds up well. I also play games a lot, and after 3 straight hours, the battery dropped by around 30%. That's pretty solid. Charging, on the other hand, could have been better. It takes about 2 hours to fully charge from 0 to 100% through 25 watt wired charging, which isn't great, especially when the competition offers faster charging at this price. And as always, there's no charger in the box. By the way, this phone is a bit on the heavier side at 222 grams, mainly due to the big battery. You'll definitely feel the weight when you are gaming for extended periods. Despite that, it still feels comfortable in hand. Plus, it has NFC for easy payments, which is a nice touch. The back of the phone has a sleek line pattern that looks fantastic when it catches the light. But the front is what really caught my eye. It features a hole punch display, a welcome upgrade from the Galaxy M34, and almost symmetrical bezels, which is great to see, especially on an affordable Samsung phone. The side-mounted fingerprint scanner is quick and responsive, and the sound quality is surprisingly good, thanks to the stereo speakers and Dolby Atmos support. As for the display, it has a punchy 6.6-inch Super AMOLED panel and a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate. The screen gets super bright up to 1000 nits, which means you can comfortably use it outdoors without any issues. Plus, it's protected by Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, which is amazing at this price point. Overall, the display quality is top-notch and the viewing angles are impressive. You can also enjoy HDR videos on YouTube, though sadly, not on Netflix. Now let's dive into the software. Straight out of the box, you get Android 14 and One UI 6.1. Honestly, it's one of my favorite interfaces out there. Sure, there are a few pre-installed apps, but you can easily remove them if you don't need them. I did run into one small issue when playing 4K videos on YouTube. It sometimes drops to 360p. Hopefully that's something they can fix with the software update. Samsung's commitment to updates is solid too, with 4 years of Android update and 5 years of security patches. So at Rs 15,999 with all the included offers, the Samsung Galaxy M35 gets a lot more right than it gets wrong. With a surprisingly decent processor, a good main camera, and excellent battery life, it's a solid choice for anyone looking for Samsung phone under 20,000 rupees. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.